In this video, I would like to describe acetal and hemiacetal using toothpicks in Play-Doh. The educational goal of this video is to be able to distinguish the differences between acetal and hemiacetal. Also, using that concept to be able to understand the mechanism of mutarotation. So here is a model for acetal and hemiacetal. As you can see, this model is identified as maltose. The reason that I know this is a maltose is because two carbons, number 1 and number 4, are connected by alpha designation. Before I demonstrate the acetal and hemiacetal formation by actually using this toothpicks and Play-Doh, I would like to review what acetal and hemiacetal means respectively. Let's first begin with hemiacetal. Hemiacetal is a molecule that has both OR group and OH group attached to the same carbon. This state of carbon bonded to the two OR group and OR group is referred as acetal. This monosaccharide is an open chain form of D-glucose. Green balls represent carbons. Yellow balls represent oxygen. And purple balls represent hydrogen in this model. I am going to demonstrate the formation of hemiacetal from open chain form to cyclic form. My daughter Karen will help me form the cyclic form.
Hi, I'm Karen. I'm going to help my mommy make videos.
First, remove the bond between oxygen and hydrogen. Then move that bond to connect oxygen to carbon. Then move one of the double bond between carbon to oxygen then connect the bond from oxygen to hydrogen. Now, this cyclic form is completed. This carbon number 1 is connected to OR and OH. Therefore, this is a hemiacetal. In this cyclic form of D-glucose, notice that the hydroxyl group is oriented upward from carbon number 1. Because of the rotation, sometimes hydroxyl group is oriented downward from carbon number 1 as well. This is a form that hydroxyl group is oriented downward from carbon number 1. These two different orientations of hydroxyl group during the cyclization process are called anomers. When OH is oriented upward, it is called beta anomer. When OH is oriented downward, it is called alpha anomer. The conversion from alpha anomer to the open chain form then to the beta anomer is called mutarotation. Now we know about mutarotation. Let's look at the anomeric carbon. This carbon is an anomeric carbon. It is easy to locate the anomeric carbon. It is a ring carbon to the right side of the oxygen. Now let's look at the residue on the left. This residue cannot undergo the conversion of open chain and cyclic form because the anomeric carbon is locked in the cyclic form by glycosidic bond between number 1 and number 4. This concludes the video describing the differences between acetal and hemiacetal.